Hey Adventure Kids, it is great to see you this morning, and I can't wait to share today's Bible story with you. Oh, hey Pascal, what are you doing?
Hey Pastor Steve, I'm checking my calendar because I want to schedule some one-on-one time with Jesus. Do you think he has an opening in his schedule in September?
Oh, well, why do you think it'll take so long to be able to meet with Jesus, Pascal?
Well, I'm sure that he's really busy spending all of his time with parents and grown-ups. Let's face it, grown-ups are way more important than little old me.
Oh, I'm sorry you feel that way, Pascal. But you know what? I think you'll actually be surprised at what happens in today's Bible story. It's about Jesus and little children, and it ties in great to our Bible point that Jesus always has time for children.
Oh, I can't wait to find out what happens.
Me too. So let's jump right in to our Bible story. Jesus' friends were arguing who was the most important helper in God's kingdom. They wanted to know.
I am.
No, you're not. I am.
Nonsense. I'm the cleverest.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Yes.
No.
Am too.
This silliness went on and on for some time. You see, Jesus' friends had started thinking they had to do something to make themselves special to Jesus. That if they were the cleverest, or the nicest, or something, Jesus would like them best. But they had forgotten something God had been teaching his people all through the years. That no matter how clever you are, or how good you are, or how rich you are, or how nice you are, or how important you are, none of it makes any difference. Because God's love is a gift. And as anyone will tell you, the whole thing about a gift is, it's free, and all you have to do is reach out your hands and take it. So, while Jesus' friends were arguing, some people who knew all about getting gifts, in fact, you might say they were gift experts, had come to see Jesus. Who were they? They were little children. Jesus' helpers tried to send them away.
Jesus doesn't have time for you.
What do you call a pig playing tug-of-war? Pulled pork. You know you liked it. Where do cows watch their videos? On YouTube. That there was funny. What do you call a snowman with a sunburn? A puddle. Albert out. Peace.
So, while Jesus' friends were arguing, some people who knew all about getting gifts, in fact, you might say they were gift experts, had come to see Jesus. Who were they? They were little children. Jesus' helpers tried to send them away.
Jesus doesn't have time for you.
He's too tired.
But they were wrong. Jesus always had time for children.
Don't ever send them away. Bring the little ones to me.
Now, if you had been there, what do you think? Would you have had to line up quietly to see Jesus? Do you think Jesus would have asked you how good you'd been before he'd give you a hug? Would you have had to be on your best behavior and get dressed up and not speak until you're spoken to? Or would you have done just what these children did? Run straight up to Jesus and let him pick you up in his arms and swing you and kiss you and hug you, and then sit you on his lap and listen to your stories and your chats. You see, children love Jesus, and they knew they didn't need to do anything special for Jesus to love them. All they needed to do was to run into his arms, and that's just what they did. Well, after all the laughing and games, Jesus turned to his helpers and said, no matter how big you grow, never grow up so much that you lose your child's heart. Full of trust in God, be like these children. They are the most important in my kingdom. And that's our story.
Wow, the disciples were arguing over who was the most important, and they tried shooing the children away from Jesus because they thought that the kids were just getting in the way, but Jesus wanted to spend time with them.
That's right, Pascal. You see, you don't have to be a grown-up to spend time with Jesus. Jesus is always listening, and you can always talk to him. And that's our Bible point for today. Jesus always makes time for children.
Do you think he'll make time for a little mouse, too?
Oh, absolutely, Pascal. Have an adventurous week, everyone.
Hey Adventure Kids, this is the part of the show where you send in your questions to me, Jake, and I answer them. So let me grab my mailbag. Hi Jake, I know angels are real and it talks about them in the Bible. What do they do? From Toby. That is an awesome question. And you're right, the Bible talks about angels around 300 times. Angels are pretty awesome, and there are two main things that angels do. They are God's helpers, and they glorify God. And you know what? That's a great example for us. We can be God's helpers, and we can glorify God. And if you want to learn more, we got a kid's book about angels in our volunteer room. Awesome question.
All right, it's Pastor Steve here, and we are doing a special segment for this Takeaway with Jake. And to hear the question, we're going to turn to our special group of sixth graders here.
Hey Jake, can we paint your nails?
All right. That is an awesome question.
Oh, you can go.
All right, hold on.
All right, go to it, girls.
Pink.
Yeah, this is like the sketch. Did you do the Oh, and do this one.
So remember, if you have a question for me, Jake, just go to the website takeawaywithjake.com and I'll be happy to answer your question right here on the show.